Well, hello everyone. So recently I've decided to organise an art tour, a sketchbook tour of the beautiful Lord Howe Island here off the coast of Australia. This will be taking place next February, and we already have it almost fully booked, which is just amazing. We have a couple of spots left, but if you get in quick, you might be able to join us. So I just thought I'd show you my sketchbook from a few years back, or a couple of years back, when I went to Lord Howe Island, and I did some lovely sketches on the island. Of course, it's iconic for Norfolk Island palms trees. The beautiful turquoises in the water, and the fabulous high mountains of the island, which we painted. I did a little bit of oil painting with an artist there, which was beautiful, but I really enjoyed getting out my sketchbook and doing some sketches of the island. So we did down on the beach, these lovely beach huts that are along the lagoon there, which is a lovely spot to sit and paint and sketch. This was towards the other side of the island and looking up the hill. So nice little spot. Some sketches of people, my friend Diane, and another person who was on that particular tour. And I realised that I had some sketches that I hadn't painted yet, and sometimes I do like to leave them unpainted, but I think I sketched these quickly on the last day, or the last couple of days, and in view of doing them later when I came home. So I think I might do those today, so I can finish off this part of my sketchbook. And I will, remembering that time, I'll just use my little palette here that I usually take painting on my tours. We had some lovely clear skies. So when I do my skies, I do like to mix some of the blues. So we've got a lovely phthalo colour over here. So on site, I would be using my water brush. So it's the water chamber brush, like this one. And squeezing out the water. And you can squeeze lots of water out if you want to. What I loved about these mountains on the island was the light. The light was incredible. So in the distance, I'll be doing them. Let's get a bit more water. Just in this purpley shade that I've mixed up with French ultramarine blue and some crimson. Just out of this little palette. It's amazing the mixes I can get, and I demonstrate this on site, those mixes that you can get from such a small palette. Let's just pop a little bit of greenery in. So when I want to clean this brush, I just squeeze it out. So I'll leave that. I'll come back to these trees later when that dries, when that background dries. So we had let's just dull that green off. That's a sap green with a bit of sienna. See, you can dull that colour off. I go into depth with the colour mixing on the tours. So dulled off colours will give you the illusion of distance. Okay, so cleaning that brush off again. Now I'll go to a bigger brush. And here's my bigger one in the water brush. And let's just put in some of this lovely turquoise. The colours of Lord Howe Island were just quite special. The sea life was actually very special. There's a beach on the island where you can walk into the water and the fish, gorgeous tropical coloured fish, come right up to you. It's just something really special. Okay, so in the foreground, I might go with some of this brighter green. So it was quite a lush island. It is quite a lush island. They have quite a good rainfall, so the grass is quite green. So you can see by using this brighter green in the foreground how that pushes back the distance of these colours into the distance. Those distant mountains now, because I've put this lovely bright colour of these lush green grasses. Let's have a little bit of sienna just in the base here. Cleaning off my brush. Sorry. And sometimes I like to work into the puddle of the paint, the previous wash that I put in, just to connect those colours together. So as this dries, I want to come back into those trees and put in, you can see how I can mix the colours that I need. So it's quite a bit of depth in those Norfolk Island pines. It's quite an interesting island. There's lovely palm trees. I think they're Kentia palms, which are, there's a beautiful walk from one side of the island to the other, where you walk through the groves of palm trees. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. Of course, if you decide to join me on my beautiful Norfolk Island tour, which is February 2025, contact me and I'll send you all of the information. You'll need to be quick. We only have a couple of spots left. The island only takes so many people at a time. Because it is a heritage site, and they definitely look after the land there, so they don't have too many tourists at one time, which is such a great thing. Self-sufficient island. I'm sure you would enjoy it. That's that little sketch done now, and doesn't look so much better with the paint. I'll move on to this one later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.